Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hi, I'm Jennifer Kirkby, and in this podcast I'm going to talk about the basic history of film and then incorporate some newer technologies that have enhanced the film industry. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. In order to give the advancements of technology full justice, we have to start from the very beginning. Now, the idea of image capturing actually dates as far back as 300 BC with the dark chamber, which was really just a dark room with a small hole where the light could reflect off objects. It wasn't until the 1800s that inventors began toying with the idea of printed photography. Edward Muybridge's box camera was actually the first camera released to the public. He later experimented with motion picture by using multiple stationary cameras to photograph a series of shots of a horse gallop. This series of shots helped pave the way for motion picture. The late 1800s was when motion picture cameras really took flight. Thomas Edison, who created the first film studio, the Kinographic Theater, also was responsible for the kinograph, which was the first film camera to be mass-produced. Then later the Lumiere brothers retaliated with the cinematograph, which was smaller and more mobile. Now bear in mind, up until the mid-1920s, films were silent. It wasn't until 1927 when Warner Brothers introduced the Vitaphone system, which added sound effects and scores to movies. Around that same time, the industry was experimenting with additive and subtractive systems to add color to the film. Throughout the 1940s through the 1970s, the film industry went through a series of ups and downs. Technology continued to grow, but viewers became skeptical about how film was impacting society. Many thought movies were morally repugnant, while others took comfort in them, especially during times of American hardship. Despite past scrutiny, the 80s brought on a whole new wave of technology. Computer graphics was then introduced onto the big screen to enhance special effects. Now objects could appear in a film without even being on the set. The 80s also brought the VCR wave to life. Not only could people go to the theater, but now they could watch their favorite blockbusters in their own home. The release of VHS tapes tripled the gross income of ticket sales and also gave movies that were overlooked in the theaters a second chance to redeem themselves. The 90s was primarily focused on computer animation. Disney set the tone by releasing one computer animated film per year. Then in 1995 increased it to 2, and then later 3. By the late 1990s, stock film was being replaced by digital technology. And now, almost all editing can be done with a simple click of a mouse. Now that DVDs are the latest and greatest form of technology, VHS tapes are almost obsolete. Most cameras now don't even require film. They can either store the information in a memory chip smaller than a matchbox, or it can be hooked up straight to a computer where footage waits for editing. Just about anyone can make a movie now. You can create footage on your camcorder, webcam, or even now your cell phone. Software such as GarageBand and iMovie make it easy to upload and edit your film. To top it off, you can upload your creations on sites to make it viewable to the public, such as MySpace, Facebook, and even YouTube. Oh, well, I hope you had fun. We'll see you next time.